All right, hopefully you guys made a list of some things that you saw in this mentor text and that they match up with the one we're about to look at. Okay, so let's see if we had some of the same ideas. So the first thing that I noticed was there's no real organization. It's very collage-like. I don't really see things about his childhood up top and then his college life and then his presidency. And I don't really see an order. It's kind of all just mixed up. Okay. Also, I said this earlier, pictures. There's lots of pictures or drawings on here. I also noticed a lot of arrows, lots of arrows pointing towards the pictures. And there's short phrases. There's not a lot of complete sentences. For instance, if you look over here to the left of Big Obama here, you see these two girls. And if you notice or if you know anything about Barack Obama, you know that he has two daughters. But he doesn't put their names. The author doesn't put their names. He just puts had them. That's two words. That is not a complete sentence, just a short phrase. And then if you go right here to the right, you see this bowl of chili and it just says likes this, arrow up to the chili. All right. So lots of short phrases, not a lot of complete sentences. I think there is one up here. Father is from Kenya. Mother is from Kansas. So there are some sentences, but most of them are short phrases. Okay. And then there's a lot of facts about his life, about his family, his education, his awards, his hobbies. All right. And they're all splattered through there. So that's what I noticed about this mentor text. We're going to create success criteria. Success criteria is making a list of items you need to do or accomplish in order to succeed in your task. So first we need to know what our task is. Your task is to imitate the author's portrait, structure, style, and ideas, but making it about you. So you're going to imitate our mentor text, the one we just saw about Barack Obama, kind of about his life and different facts about him. You are going to do that, and you're going to make it look like our mentor text. And in order to do that, we need to know what we need to do to be successful in this task. So we're going to make a list of what would make us successfully imitate the author portrait. Imitate means to use as a model, to use ideas and things that reflect our mentor. Okay, so these were our notes from earlier, the list that we made. All right, so we said, once again, no real organization, pictures, arrows, short phrases, and facts. So let's make a checklist, okay? And a lot of you have maybe you've done success criteria before. Maybe you've done rubrics, okay? Maybe you've just had a checklist. But creating success criteria is basically making a checklist, all right? So we're going to look at our mentor text and we're going to decide what things on here do we need to imitate in order to be successful. So my first thing is I fill the page with many pictures that pertain to my life. That's what our mentor text is, our model. Okay, there's lots of pictures on there. So for me to successfully imitate and make it look like our model, I need to make sure I fill my page with many pictures that pertain to my life. I also use short phrases to describe the pictures. I draw arrows that connect the short phrases to the pictures. And I have many facts about my life. And notice the word many. It doesn't mean there's a set number, but if you kind of go back to our first part of our success criteria, I filled the page. You see that this page is filled. Okay. There's lots of short phrases, lots of arrows, lots of pictures that talk about life. So if I'm going to be successful, I need to do these 4 things. All right. So once I make it, if I can check all 4 boxes, then I have done a successful job in imitating this mentor text. All right. So where you can make your author portrait. Okay. Your first option is paper. You can draw and write. So, and then you can take a picture to submit on Canvas. So if you want to make pictures, draw it all out, write it out, you can do that. But then we'll take a picture and we'll show you how to do that. And then your option 2 is Google Draw. And you can use pictures from the internet, use text boxes and arrows, and submit on Canvas. We'd rather use Google Draw than a slide. It's very similar. It's just that one page. I think sometimes people use slides and they try to use too many. So just Google Draw or paper. We will show you how to do both of those options, but those are your two options on where you can make your portrait. But as you see, you will submit either of them on Canvas. You'll just submit them a little differently. Okay, and then we want to show you some models here. Obviously, Barack Obama's author portrait is our mentor, but these are some ones that students have done. As you can see, they follow success criteria. They've got lots of pictures. They've got short phrases and arrows to their pictures, and they've got a lot of facts about their life. So, as you can see, like hates and looks like celery, likes, favorite animal, favorite holidays. My favorite of his is down here, annoying. And then he's got 5 arrows, and it looks like, if that little bar will move off of here, I believe those 5 arrows are to his siblings. And then over here, she did the same thing, born here. She talks about religion, places she's lived, and draws and writes the states she's lived in. So lots of things here. Now, as you can see, the one thing that we made a little different was who did not have any of his, did not write a picture of him, did not draw a picture of himself. He just put his name. And Alexis put her name as well, but she did draw a little picture of herself. That is one thing you don't have to do. I know on Barack Obama's, there's a big picture of Barack. You don't have to have that. A lot of people don't like drawing themselves, so we just kind of said you don't have to do that. Of course, if you are doing it online and you find a picture of yourself that you can just put in there, that would be cool, but a self-drawn portrait is not required. Okay, so there are 2 student examples for you to look at. So our wrap up, let's do a vocab review. What is a mentor text? Well, a mentor text is a text that you use as a model, a text that you use as a guide to try to imitate. So that takes us to the next one. What does imitate mean? Imitate means to almost copy, but to take ideas and style and structure and make it look like your model or your mentor. And then what is success criteria? It's a list of things that you need to do in your task in order to be successful at your task. All right. So let's look at our objectives and did we meet them? So our objective was I can create success criteria for my author portrait, which we did. And then to even go more into that, I can look at a mentor text and take notice of style, structure, and ideas. We did. We made a list of things that we noticed. And then I can create a list of criteria that will imitate the mentor text. We did that when we said arrows and short phrases and facts about our life and pictures and things like that. Okay. Tomorrow we'll actually start working on our mentor text. Good job today, guys. See you later.